Hello viewer, it's fantastic being here today. My name is Euphemia Ijoma and the program, of course, is Media Trend. On Media Trend, as you know, we bring you all the trending issues around the globe and afterwards hit the street to seek viewers' opinion on those issues. Before we begin, let's quickly go on a break. Welcome back. First on our list for today, veteran Nollywood actor Kanayo Kanayo has stirred mixed reactions following his sincere prayers for his son as he prepares to move to America. Kanayo expressed his pride and prayed for his son, who was accepted to a university in the United States of America. Kanayo also urged him to uphold the ideals established in him throughout his childhood while stressing the importance of focusing on academic accomplishments rather than tattoos, among other things. Sharing the video, he wrote, "America will be proud of you. Your achievements will cause America to celebrate you. You will imbibe the good of the land and eat the good therefore. You will continue to be a he from Ezinite and Mbise in Nigeria. Your focus shall be on your books and job and not on tattoos. May you never depart from your upbringing. Do not forget God. You shall ever remain on God's radar and GPS. Good luck, boy."
To me, it's a very nice prayer because the rate at which our youths are changing what God has blessed them with to what they think is better for them. I don't think they know more than God, who asks them to be a he or a she, to change from one gender to another. That is the very best prayer any father can pray for his son or daughter traveling abroad, because the rate at which they do it over there, it's alarming. He has done well for the prayers to the son.
This one, there is no contest about it because we're Africans. Naturally, we are cultural and we're very organic in our doings, relationship and everything. So you don't expect less from a father to a child, to a daughter. So I don't think anything is out of place in what Kanye has done. It's what any father, expected of any father, it's what I would have done, perhaps even deeper than what he has said to his daughter. So for me, it's okay, nothing, no big deal, it's normal. Because we're Africans and we're very cultural, so it's okay.
Well, as a father, that is a good prayer for his son, because some people, they went there and at the end of the day they changed. Some people, they went there, they started drawing tattoo in their body, start following their life, the lifestyle they saw there. But as a father, you have to encourage your pikin and advise him so that he shouldn't forget where he's coming from. So that whenever he's there, he will be remembered that this is what my father told me, and when he comes back, it will not do the same thing that the father asked him to do, and he will not follow those people who are wayward in that place. So I think that is a good advice for the son.
I think it's a good thing, advising the son. I think I have an issue where he had to post the video online and stuff like that. I think we're just taking validation or just trying to clear clout. Why not just advise your son in your closet? Why bring it online? Of course, the advice is good, telling him not to draw tattoos and all that. They're a very good thing, at least as a parent. That should be at least when you're sending your child away abroad, that should be the first thing, because you know how it is over there now. Your child might be something here, and when it goes over there, it's something else. So at least a good thing, but bringing it online, I just feel that was very unnecessary.
Mr. Kanayo is a very well-known Nigerian movie actor and successful in the Nigerian movie industry. So that blessing that he was giving to the son was a very nice one, He had not only demonstrated that very good parenthood character, you understand, to the son, not only in the movie but also in reality. As we can see, he blessed the son and telling him that, fine, I wish you well, because the blessing of the father for the son makes way for the son in the future. Whatever the son will engage in, it will bring blessings to the son. And so he said, so I don't want you to become tomorrow a she. Yes, because this is not part of our culture, you understand. People are brought over there, the transgender, the LGBT, and so on, whatever. But right here, we, not only in our culture, also our religion, we know that it is not part of our religion. In true Christian, if you call yourself a Christian, if you call yourself a Muslim, and according to our constitution, which is the Bible or the Quran, it is not acceptable.
Prayer was in order. He had to like remind his son so that when he gets there, he shouldn't lose his mind over the Western whatever ideology over there. We're Africans. I know that we are in a modern age and everybody is trying to be modern, but that doesn't mean we should forget where we came from or where we come from. So the prayer is in order. So and when the boy, because I know someone who left Nigeria and went over there and is now in is now a gay guy to be precise. So I think the prayer is in order. So it's good for him to remind the son not to forget where he came from and not to forget that we as Africans don't tolerate or condone things like that. So I think it's in order.
Another hot gist for today. What a man can do, a woman can do better. Veteran Nollywood actress Genevieve Naji brags as she completes her multi-billion naira housing estate in Abuja. What a man can do, a woman can do better indeed. Things we love to see and hear. Congrats, Jenny.
Well, Genevieve, everybody, if you ask me, Genevieve, everybody know how she struggled hard. She worked hard for the Nigerian movie industry. She make us laugh, and she also she make us have an experience what is about to happen or what is happening right now. They act it and let us to know so that we can learn through the acting. It's only some people who don't understand. They only watch film because they want to watch for movie's sake. But if you watch movie, it's for you to learn. For Genevieve to break that, to break such record and to build such apartment, is a good thing because she has labored for it. She has sold for it. So it's a good thing. And I pray for her so that God will bless her more because it's not easy. If it's easy, let other people go and do it. But she worked for it. She labored for it. People just say journalist or actress is just a simple thing. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's a good investment. Real estate is a good investment. She has the money. She's one of the few billionaire actors we have in Nigeria, if I'm correct. So it's a good investment for her. And real estate is not something that is really something that could just go down in a few years. So it's a good investment. If I was in her shoes, I would do the same thing.
You have answered the question for me. You say she has utilized the fund properly. At least by so doing, she has touched lives. People will work on that site. She will buy her things from. Some families will be fed from that her resources. So I mean, for me, well done for her.
It's amazing to see a woman think that way. I've always known Genevieve to be not just an ordinary actor. She has been a woman, my own words, I would say a woman man. She's a woman by gender, but she thinks and acts like a man. It's a very nice one. Seeing other celebrities buying fleet of cars, going on expensive trips, it's not a bad idea, but keeping something that's worth, or should I say, something that worth keeping. Cars, personally, I see cars as something it's just a luxury. If you ask me, generally, most expensive cars are luxuries. It's not bad to have a car, but investing in real estate like she just did is a very nice one. Investing in human beings too, are something worth emulating, and I think she has done very much well. I'm very much happy for her.
He made it in the Nigerian industry, beyond Nigerian industry, has already gone international, and she investing in the real estate industry in Nigeria is good to help our real estate industry to grow and appreciate in value.
Next item for today. Man tells his wife he's traveling to Anambra not knowing he is going to take a second wife. This indeed stirred a lot of reactions online. Wahoo!
Again, it depends. You see, here we have two factors that guys are living. One is cultural, one is religion. So by my own religion, if I'm taking a new wife, my first wife will have to consent to it. That's religiously. But socially, maybe, well, maybe they are not in good time, or maybe she even prompted him doing that. So he will have to do it to spite her. Perhaps, I don't know, that's just my thinking.
I am not saying he has done well, but to some extent, women too actually do similar things. I've heard a story where a woman was planning her traditional marriage, and the man himself was the one that brought her to the village, not knowing she was coming for her dowry to be paid. Similar things. It's just a vice versa, but for a married man to travel to Anambra to marry and not telling the wife, I think it's something deeper. I think the man should be asked some questions. There is something, or he did it for his own life and safety, but I don't know how long he intends to hide such thing all through his life. Definitely, even if the social media did not expose it at the beginning, definitely one day somewhere will still leak it to the wife. So it's not worth hiding. Should have just come out plain. See, I think I need a second wife, or I love her too well than instead of cheating on you with her, I think I should just make her my second wife. It's just something, a mutual understanding. If you think you can't stay, fine, you can go. I think I need this woman. I want her as a... I know so many ladies out there who still shout and yell at me for saying, if you think you can't stay, you go. We can't take away the fact that we are Africans before the Western or the white men came to influence us. We are permitted to take more than one wife as Africans. I'm not saying I'm taking second wife. Before my wife say it and it will cause another issue. I'm a married man. But that doesn't mean that if you want to take a second wife, if your religion permits that, it's not worth hiding. It's something you should be open and you discuss with your wife. Then when she said over her dead body, that is where you look for alternative means of doing it. It's not a bad idea. If you think, okay, you can't stay in a polygamous home and you prefer to go, you can go before the man takes another wife. That would have been a better way to go about it.
For me, I see no tell your wife. For me, I see no tell your wife say he go marry. He say your wife, they come. Automatically there is no love in that marriage, because if there is love in that marriage, you go tell your partner where you are going to and where you be. So for me, there is no love in that marriage. So my advice, let the wife decided what to do. Let him sit your husband down. Since he has brought a wife, me not recognize me as a wife. That's why he did not tell me where you were about or where you are going or whatever you are doing. Since he's not recognizing me as a wife, he did not love me, then you look for someone. If they have not have a child, you look for someone who will love you for who you are. No, not just to put you at as our former president said that it's for the kitchen. She's not for only the kitchen. So she's not for the kitchen and for the bedroom. So she did not value her anymore. So I think this sign has make her to understand that she's lowest in the man list. So maybe that second wife that will come, it will top the list and it will overshadow the house. So I pray for mercy for that woman. Thank you.
The last question.
Man, yeah, that is funny, sha. I think um, if he wanted to take a second wife, I don't know. I think does Igbo culture allow it? What? You don't know? I think if you want to take a second wife, you could like tell your wife. Is that? You could tell your wife, okay, honey, or maybe you're not feeling the marriage. Tell her, Alpha, I don't think I can continue like this. Then maybe you can go a separate way. Or you can tell the woman, there's this guy outside or stuff like that. I want to take a second wife or stuff like that. Then probably get a reaction if she approves. Then if you are not really interested in the marriage, you could tell her to like, Alpha, we can't continue like this. So I want to take it. I'm in love with another woman, stuff like that. I think that would have been better. But, well, I don't know. Maybe he was trying to play smart and it thing when it backfired, yeah. So that is it. I think that all. That is all.
Yeah, the man who has left home, has told a lie to the wife, and then coming up with a second wife. I would rather say, man, you are wrong. Whatever problem you have with your wife, you should have called her. Have you taken the necessary steps? I don't know. You should take the necessary steps before you engage. You want to engage in marriage with a second wife. You should have agreed with your wife. Both of you should have parted ways. So I think that you are wrong because you did not take the necessary steps that you should have taken to make your wife not go haywire, not protest or become sad, not allowing the news to come out as an outburst. You understand that is now going viral on social media, and people are wondering what is wrong and why you should have behaved this way.
Yeah, that actually takes me back some years back when I was in high school. It actually happened to a friend of mine whose father traveled somewhere and he was actually going to get married. But unfortunately for him, one person that actually knows his wife was at the wedding. So before the wedding was actually concluded, the wife got wind of what was happening. But that's a terrible thing to do to your wife. Actually, if you think that what you're doing is right, you should let your wife know. And if you know that, if you also believe in polygamy, then you shouldn't hide it. You should tell your wife so that you can't keep such a secret for too long. It will definitely be revealed one day.
Right now, we will go on a quick break and we will return. We will have more juicy stories. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You are still watching Media Trend on ARCN TV. To continue with this wonderful episode, Grammy winner Cardi B and her husband Offset treated their daughter Culture Kiari. Grammy winner Cardi B and her husband Offset treated their daughter Culture Self-Force to a luxury gift on her 5th birthday, which took place on Monday, July 10th. The celebrity couple went all out for their daughter, spoiling her with a $20,000 pink Hermes Birkin 25 bag. For the party, Culture was dressed in a fancy featured frock and ballet-style sandals with the expensive purse created 1984 in honor of Jane Birkin, which can cost between $5,000 to $500,000.
I'm gifting a child a bag worth 15 million naira. I feel that is, I'm not sure the child is up to 10 years. 5 years, that is also for clout. They did that for clout. And very unnecessary, like 15 million naira. Where's the child using a bag of 15 million naira? We don't find the money is there, but I think as of now, it's so unnecessary. Like, gifting her the bag for what? She's not using the bag, like maybe she's going out and stuff like that. She's still a 5-year-old now. I think if she wants to go out, she still has to go out with her parents and stuff like that. For her birthday, I think you'll gift a child something else, probably a teddy bear. What does the child want to use a bag worth 15 million naira? Just show off.
Well, To me, if I say it's waste of resources, some people will say an appointment mentality. Leave it to me. To be honest, there are better ways or better things to even buy for that child than buying a handbag worth that amount. They might have more than what it takes to give that as a little token to the little child, but that is not what that child needs at her age. There are better things to invest on that child's life.
Yeah, it's relative. What I mean, there are circumstances that could lead one to do that. One, if you have the affluence, the resources, and maybe the only child or something. So number two is priority. You know, because we don't have it here, so we think it's out of place. If it's a priority, if it's his priority, it's okay. It's his money. It's not my money. So if you like, let him start throwing it, sharing it on the street. That's his money. But I will have done charity. That's me, if you ask me. But I wouldn't. I'm not going to cross him red. I'm not going to crucify him that what he has done to his daughter, bagging a bag for $20,000, right? That is not because it's his money. So I wouldn't know. He might have his reason for it. Maybe he had a discussion with the child. Okay, if even we do it now, you could tell your daughter that your child that okay, if you get first or second top position, I will buy you bicycle. I'll do this. So it's normal. You never knew. Maybe the child surpassed his expectation. So it's okay. It's his money, and that's his priority. So I'm not going to crucify him. That's his thing.
You know, any father or a mother, a parent who bought such a bag, such a amount of a bag for a little child like that, the father does not work for the money. He doesn't sweat for the money. He stole this money. Maybe the father is one of the people who are stealing our money from this country. So the father stole the money. So he's lavishing the money, and he should take the money. If he doesn't want to do the money, he should take the money to motherless child. Take the money to motherless home. There's a lot of people on the bridge, under the bridge. There's people who like shelters. Like some people, there are people now, some estate now, some people places now where rain has packed their houses. Let it go and give to those people so that they will pray for him. For him to encourage his child or for him to buy such a thing for his child, the father could have stole the money from federal government or the father stole the money elsewhere that he doesn't know the value of that money because he doesn't sweat for it. Because if he sweat for it, you will not go buy your child that such amount of a bag.
Well, some looking at that, we will say, mind your business. They have the money, so they can afford to spend the money anyhow that they want it. It's their money. You're giving your child. It's just to show that you can afford it. You are among the class of people who can afford to buy such kind of item, for his or her child. So it's left for them. I don't have anything wrong with that. That doesn't mean that she cannot extend her hand to charity homes. She can do that. But the fact that she bought something worth that amount, simply she knows she can afford it, she has the money, and she wants the child to have possession of that, to be among the class. So it's none of my business. It's none of your business.
All right, okay. For me, Cardi B gifting her child a bag worth $20,000 is not really extravagant. It's the thought of the gift that counts. The child might not know the price of that gift, but the child might definitely cherish what mommy gave to her. So the child might not also forget that, okay, mommy is a celeb, so she can actually afford to give her whatever it is she wants. So to me, it's not extravagant. I would do the same thing if I was in the same shoes.
And finally, Nigerian man begins 100 hours cryathon, aiming to set a new record for the longest cry marathon by an individual. Quite laughable indeed. Well, let's see how it goes.
The Guinness World Book of Record, they don't tire for Nigerians. I guess very soon they will tell us, or they will ban Nigerians. That is what I personally feel. We overdo things. Yes, this thing has been there for years, but just that someone cooked for 3-4 days, and we all think it's easy, we can do anything. Okay, let's say everybody, they have to pay or to give all of us award for suffering in Nigeria.
Well, anybody, since you want to cry, so that you will break a Guinness Book of Record. You know, say everybody now, even me now, I can be throwing my key up now so that me too I can break the book of record. So let him continue. Make him just advise him, make a major advice, and make him look for bucket so that you can put a bucket for the tears, so that the tears will full it. So that we will not ask for rain again. Because there's some places there is no rain, water, we need water. So that man, honestly speaking, for me, oh, he doesn't know what he says, he's hungry. So let him find something to eat so that he will think about next thing to do.
We're in a world, we're in a very dynamic world where virtually there's nothing impossible. Okay? So it's his desire. If he wants to cry for a month, well, that's his business. If he can cry, if he has enough water to drop, well, that's it.
If you're going to cry and you want to break record by crying, why don't you look for something more meaningful, more positive that you can do and that will add to value to the society? And when I mean meaningful value to the society than going to cry. Some other time I heard some people want to have a marathon kiss and some people are, something similar. But the government had to refuse them that, you understand? The government dismissed that, you revoke such intention or such event from taking place. And that was a good step for the government to make that because it had nothing positive. It will rather denigrate the image of the state.
For me, I would just say that guy is actually a jobless guy because if you see it for how long was he going to cry for? Is it 3 days, 1 week? That's not really been productive. And if you're going for Guinness World Record based on cryathon, all you get is just a certificate. There's no monetary reward for it. So I think he should put his time and dedication into something more productive.
Thank you for being part of this episode of Media Trend on Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television. Let's do this again, same time, same station next week. I remain Euphemia Ijoma saying bye for now.